If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's have a good Wednesday. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling? Welcome back to the GMS show. Oh, shit, I got my StreamYard up. Let me block that out real quick. Let me just block that out real quick. How y'all feeling, man? I see y'all in the chat already. What's up? Shout out to, let me scroll up. This always fucking up when I try to scroll up. Jay Monte in the building. Sima. Who got the keys to the Bima? J.R. Miller, Areas Baby G. Binki Bianca. I'm about to send you the link right now. 49ers gang in the building. Brim Dog, Train 979, Wonder Man, Black Hippie Ricky, Aboriginal T. I see y'all. The One King Lukey. How y'all feeling, man? You know we start out every single show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, hoping that you pass it forward to everybody else. Matter of fact, today's episode, I'm gonna keep the beat playing in the background. I'm gonna keep the beat going in the background, man. I like that shit. I don't know why. I like background music. I like talking with it. It's just, I don't know why. I just like doing it. So we gonna keep the music going. But I want to know how y'all feeling, man. You know, we start out every podcast with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it forward yourself. Hope everybody's getting to the money, reaching their goals, reaching success, whatever you got to do to attain that shit. That's right. Hold on. I gotta send Binky this StreamYard link because she's gonna be joining us in a little bit. After I speak on what we're going to be talking about today. This is a weird ass link, man. Let's see. Hopefully I get it right. Give me 1 second, y'all. Apologies. While I'm doing this, just put how you feel in the chat, man. You feel good? Do y'all feel all right? Mental health check. Will Stumbleton in the building. What's up, Zen Master? Now, as you see the title, man, this show is going to be based around the epidemic of clout chasers because it's not just a few people. It's not just a few instances, man. I think in this day and age, man, clout has run rampant through the culture. And matter of fact, not just our culture, but every culture. Everybody wants to do something to get to get likes, to get retweets, to get the most views on something and just blow up doing some crazy dumb shit. What up, Sanaa? What up, Queen Kels? And it's important for me to talk about this because I think when you're in a certain space, people automatically kind of label you as that because of the simple fact that your route isn't like the other route. You know what I'm saying? So before I talk about anybody else, let me talk about myself. Coming up with the people I came up with, we were like the thrill seeker motherfuckers. So like anything that we were doing, we wanted to make sure we were doing it the best. And it didn't matter what we were doing. It didn't matter how lit we got. It didn't matter how turned up we was. We just wanted to be the life of every party. To a certain extent, that's definitely clout chasing as well. And I had to get out of a mindset of a person that would try to, do whatever to try to liven shit up and just try and try as hard as I could to find who I was and be myself. Because a lot of the times I didn't want to do a lot of this shit. I was just following along with the crowd. Like, yeah, we finna go fuck some shit up, or we finna go to this party over here with a bunch of people we don't know. I was one of those people where I love parties, but I didn't like going to random parties because you never know what the fuck will happen. People be on bullshit, and if I'm in a space where I don't know people, I'm gonna freak the fuck out in a way. Like, yo, I'll be uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, it's a weird feeling. Like when I'm around a bunch of random individuals, it's a weird feeling. But that's beside the point. What my point is that a lot of people who are clout chasers don't know who they are. They don't know themselves. That's the difference between a person like me on YouTube who will make a video talking about some shit opposed to somebody else who will talk about the same subject but be in a way where they're just trying to catch shock value or some shit like that. And I'm also not trying to down other people, because like I'm always the person that knows about balance as well. I don't shit on nobody else just to uplift what I do. That's not how I move. There's a space for everything. You know what I'm saying? There's a space for everything. I had to learn that with the new age music out here. The quote unquote mumble rap shit. Of course, I was one of those people that was looking at that shit like it was a disgusting way to make music. But it's like the way I felt was the same way my elders felt when they heard the music I liked. I think that's the best example to give to the younger generation or to yourself when it comes to how you judge certain things about how life has evolved. It's funny because, it wasn't something that somebody told me. I had to watch for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I'll give you an example. Everybody knows the movie Paid in Full. There's a scene in the movie where Ace is in the goddamn laundry, the cleaners. He's at the cleaners business, and his boss walks in and hears him playing rap. Now, this is typical fucking hip hop, fucking boom bap type, and all that shit. The shit that niggas love and love to hold on till this day. And his boss walked in talking about, what the fuck are you playing? I can't even understand this mess. And it was like, wait, you can't understand that? So this is what I'm saying. Like, there has always been that type of thing around. Like, the way that we view the new generation of music, our elders felt the same way in the past, all that shit. But anyway, the clout chasing part of it all, though, comes when people are doing what other people are doing just to get the bag and just to get the notoriety. There's no originality about it. There's no creativeness about it. There's no original thinking behind it. And a quote that stuck out to me was actually from Ryan Davis's most recent interview with the Breakfast Club. And he said, people, hold on, let me read this right so I don't fuck this up. The quality of work and the talent amongst creatives is low because there is no incentive to be great. And I think that is the most accurate way to describe people in today's age, especially on the internet, because it is a lot of monkey see, monkey do. Now, some people know how to take the outlet that they see that's working for a lot of people and create something of their own and make it something of their own and make it original. But a lot of that is scarce. And matter of fact, I'm not gonna exclude myself because, of course, a lot of people know my channel from Reviewing 5150 Show. And people will take that as me not doing something original to try to uplift or try to catapult my channel. You can take it how you want to take it. But I think if you are good at what you do, people are going to flood in regardless. regardless of what you talk about. And it's the way you do it. Like I said, I'm not a malicious person. I'm not out here trying to, be the shock value guy. I'm not out here to try to disrespect nobody or be wild on nobody or make up stories or be salacious, any of that type of shit. I think what I'm doing, and I've been doing a good job at it, is maintaining a balance and being fair and speaking my mind how I'm not trying to chase nobody else's narrative. I will see things for what it is, and I'll form my own opinion through it, and we will form a discussion around that. Now, there's a lot of forms of clout chasing. People who will do the dumb shit like eat the Tide Pods or gorilla glue they motherfucking hair. Like, that type of shit is crazy to me. I don't understand that. But there's a certain form. We know about that form. It's easy to talk about that. But the reason why I brought up all these other instances before is because we need to point out certain people who do these things, get popular doing these things, and then continue to maintain their popularity or continue to maintain doing what they're doing even after having a huge stain on their fucking name for showing who they actually are. A lot of people don't understand when you get notoriety, it's what you do with that really shows who you are and what your intentions are. So with that said, I also want to bring up a special guest because you do see the title. This is the GMS show, Clout Chasing, but we have a motherfucking special guest. Everybody say what's up to Binki Bianca.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up? How you doing, Binki?
Good. Thank you for having me. I'm looking at you on YouTube so I can see your face while I'm talking to you, just so you know why I'm looking like this.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for still tuning in. That's some real shit. Now, I wanted to bring you in here because I know that you have spoken on this before, and I know that you know something about this case. But of course, I've heard about it. I've done a little bit of my research. But the funny thing is that I didn't know who Tasha K was at all until this fucking case came up. Like I had an idea. Because I remember when like the rumor shit was going around, I remember they talked about it on different outlets. Like I think they talked about it on the Breakfast Club and some other places. Like, oh, there's a blogger who said this about Cardi. I remember that, but I do not remember the name Tasha K or who she is at all. Like face, none of that. I don't know who that is.
Really?
At all. I swear to God, I had no idea who she was. So This is the crazy part because there are so many people in different realms of the social media space that there could be somebody with millions of followers and subscribers and have millions and millions of views, but there's still people out there that don't know who the fuck they are at all. I'm talking about at the slightest. And what happened with this situation was when did this happen? Like a couple years back, or how long ago was this?
Yeah, this has been going on for over 3 years.
Okay, just making sure. So that was going on, and I found out that there was a whole case behind it and the whole defamation, all this other shit. I'm like, okay, clearly if there's something that was a lie or anything, or if this story was true, or if this story was true at all, Cardi B wouldn't be wasting her time in court at all, pushing this shit. She would not be fighting as hard as she was. So I kind of off the bat knew that this might not have ended up good for Tasha K. Especially somebody who doesn't know. You can be somebody who comes up in the industry and develop certain relationships with other higher power individuals who probably know somebody you're talking about and want to give you information. But please remember that these people also don't know them motherfuckers that well either. They just been around enough parties and seen these people, gave them handshakes, fake hugs, enough to try to say, well, this person, I saw this at this, and then it spreads a whole narrative. So the reason I brought you here, Binki, one, because you are GMS fam, and two,
thank you,
because I think you can expound on this situation. I also have a couple clips that I want to play while we do this from the past. But let's start. Let's start out with you. So what happened with this situation? Can you start us off from when it
with the background of all this Cardi and Tasha nonsense that's been going on? Sure, yeah, I can definitely give you the background because I am Barty Gang. Okay, I love Cardi B. I'm
Shout
a
out
big fan
Cardi.
of her. So, there was a woman named Star Marie that hit the blogs. Okay, she started saying that she lived with Cardi. She started talking about Cardi's feminine hygiene. She started talking about Cardi's STDs and things that she had, whatever, right? So
Dirty rotten
Tasha reached
bitch.
out. Yeah, exactly. So Tasha reached out because she was like, oh, Cardi's blowing up. I'm going to get some views. Let me interview this girl, right?
Yeah.
So she brought Star Marie onto her platform, interviewed her. The girl, told everything a little more expanded, right? And Lovely T, who is another huge blogger in the gossip sector.
Yeah.
Lovely T actually debunked that entire interview and showed why it was lies, where it was lies, etc. So that caused a major issue between Lovely T and Tasha K at that point, because Lovely T did that. So anyway, Tasha asked Cardi to come onto her platform to interview with her to debunk everything. Cardi said no. Once Cardi said no, it became personal. And so Tasha began to attack her family. She's, accused Cardi's father of doing things, scrape of young people. She would reach out to Cardi's cousins, and she said that Culture wasn't Offset's. Cardi cheated on Offset. Culture was going to have mental issues because Cardi had herpes, and when Culture was born, she was going to have issues. Like, she just became really nasty.
You have a good feeling that this was caused by her not getting that interview with Cardi.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I believe that 100%.
Because I say that because and just to bring up Kwame Brown, just to piggyback off that, Kwame is one of those people who has brought up people who have tried to reach out to him for interviews, and because he hasn't hit them back, then those guys would turn on him and start talking crazy about him just because he didn't do an interview with him. And I know that that's a big sign of a fucking clout chaser, somebody who just wants to interview, like, yo, I want to interview, and if you don't get it, you become malicious behind the scenes, like, oh, fuck this motherfucker, like, yo.
Yep.
Nobody is obligated to do that. And I had to learn, matter of fact, just real quick, I had to learn that because I've reached out to a lot of people to do interviews. A lot of people have agreed to do these interviews, but never will follow up. And I was told this from another friend of mine that was in the podcast space before I was, who did a lot of interviews, a lot of interviews. He was like, we have been denied more interviews than interviews we've done. And they've done well over 200 interviews with people.
Oh, wow.
So that right there, I'm glad I got that info, because that type of game will help you maneuver through this shit when it comes to like doing interviews. If you are that type of person to like to do that, you wouldn't take it to offense like that as much as other people would. And if you're not clout chasing, then you ain't gonna care if a motherfucker denied you of an interview, especially a big name, because guess what? If you believe in yourself, you believe in your platform and the things that you gonna do, you gonna be in the same exact position as the person you wanted to interview. And then maybe one day they gonna be knocking on your door because they want to be on your platform because it will help them.
You have common sense.
Yeah.
So you understand that. Tasha, on the other hand, no, ma'am.
So Tasha, now we at a point where she's making all these baseless claims, because clearly after we see the result of what happened, they were untrue. These were all baseless. They had no real weight to them. One thing I want to point out, and I'm glad you brought that up, because there's a video that I'm going to play real quick. You're going to exit the screen for a second, but this clip right here that I found that I've never seen before was of Tasha admitting to lying about it. You've seen that, right?
I've seen it.
Yeah. So this is crazy, because it's like, this is what I mean by clout chasers. People will know what they doing, and then when shit hits the fan, try to act like they just moving in strength and moving in in confidence and shit, because she was still posting on Instagram during the trial. During all that shit, she was still posting shit. She still trying like
shit.
Yeah, like you lost a lot of money, so you gonna need to really, really stay on your motherfucking P's and Q's and what you know to try to keep some type of revenue coming in. So she most likely had to keep posting on her motherfucking Instagram. And also because a clout chaser, no matter if the information about them is fucked up or not, they gonna see that as, oh, my name is out there. I got popularity. More people are gonna click on my shit because of this. And I know that everybody who hates Cardi, matter of fact, the goddamn Barbs, they will be the first ones to go over there and fuck with Tasha K because of the back and forth that Cardi and Nicki has had. So she knows she's gonna have an army of people. Yeah.
That's
I know that shit. So let me play this clip real quick. Listen to what Tasha K had to say about this shit. Let me mute this music for 1 second. So Tasha K was on here basically admitting to what she did was wrong to Cardi B. Listen.
I was waiting on your motherfucking ass to put that shit out. Bitch, I knew it was fake. And guess what? Because I knew it was motherfucking fake, guess what? I still made that shit go motherfucking viral, okay? I still made it go fucking viral, you dumb hoe, and it does nothing to my credibility at all, okay? I was waiting on your motherfucking ass to put that shit out. Bitch, I knew it was fake, and guess what? Because I knew it was motherfucking fake, guess what? I still made that shit go motherfucking viral, okay? I still made it go fucking viral, you dumb hoe, and it does nothing to my credibility at all, okay?
She said it did nothing to her credibility at all. Oh, it didn't, Miss Tasha K. It didn't. Well, let me tell you how social media works. And now I know social media comments and people saying shit on social media really doesn't even hold weight unless you make it hold weight. But when you see a shift in a person's social media interactions with the public, it also skews a lot of people's opinions about them who don't actually have a way of thinking for themselves or forming their own opinion. So there will be somebody who is weak-minded who will go to Tasha K's Instagram and see a bunch of Cardi fans flooding that shit, talking shit about her after the trial, and be like, oh, this bitch done. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna be like, oh, she ain't shit. Niggas hate her. And that's gonna pull people back from wanting to interact. I don't think she knows that.
Her nor her delusional fans understand that. You know, yes, you are infamous now. Yes, your name is tied to Cardi B, but honey, you have a $3.8 million bill also tied to Cardi B. So good luck. Was it worth it? Because do you understand that GMS, Cardi hit her up so many times, asked her, take the videos down. Just take the videos down. She sent her cease and desist letters, multiple. And Tasha got online talking crap, you know, saying she was wiping her ass with the cease and desist, this, that, and the third. All of her ego and pride did this. And guess what happened today? She took the video down.
Yeah, she had to. And that's the thing about that. Like, even with, so I'm gonna bring, like I said, I'm gonna bring my own situations in this. I'm not gonna be the one to try to always point fingers with my situation. Niggas know that I got a call from Corey talking about, yo, take my stand-up down. Because I had a stand-up clip that was already on the internet. It wasn't no new shit that just popped up out of nowhere. It was already on the internet. But regardless, you know, I made the mistake because I own my part on putting up a stand-up knowing that, you know, he feels some type of way about his stand-up being out. That should never be a problem, especially when you are somebody who is trying to do the things that you say you want to do. If I lead by positive energy, positive, all that shit, and I'm a person that stays away from conflict, I'm only about building other people up. When you call and you ask, hey, can you take this down? I'm gonna do it because I'm not here trying to clout chase. I'm not here trying to be the person that's trying to just chase fame. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm trying to be the example of what I want to see in the space of where I'm at, because a lot of people don't respect people in that realm. At the end of the day, if you are using somebody else's content and that person hits you up to say, hey, I need you to take that down, you need to be grown enough and smart enough and have enough common sense and respect for another individual who is indirectly helping you achieve certain things on your platform. You should be able to take that stance. Now, in Tasha K's situation, that was the biggest example that you could set out of a person that's coming up in this blog space, this internet shit, this internet space, period. People that will go out there and talk about other people they don't know and then think that it's cool because it's getting you views. Her platform became big and she became a name out here only to have her credibility shot for doing some shit she knew she shouldn't have did.
Yeah.
That's not smart.
It's not smart at all. And it's like, girl, at the end of the day, a lot of she got to 1 million because at the time, I think she was maybe around 600,000, something like that when this whole thing started, maybe 5. So she really built her platform off of hating and tearing down Cardi and lying on this woman. Like, it's not like she just had an opinion. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. You can have an opinion. You don't have to like someone's music. You don't have to like the way they carry themselves or the way they speak on social media or anything like that. Comment on that, but don't put diseases on people. Don't put lies on people. Don't say that people's family were doing things they weren't doing, because I think even the family stuff is probably what motivated Cardi even more than stuff about her. It was like, okay, now you're harassing my family members. I gotta spend money on this. It's
especially
worth it.
if the person can prove that you're lying. Cardi didn't have to go out of her way to take tests and shit, but because some random blogger who is out here trying to get clicks and likes and views and trying to boost her career off of lies, put something out there and it caught traction. This person that wouldn't have never had to do this in the first place had to go out of her way and inconvenience herself to take a fucking test to see if she had any STDs or anything like that, because some random motherfucker she don't know, never met in life, never sat in the same room, never even breathed the same motherfucking air, said something about you. That's what I mean. Like, that is the type of karma that will make you pay somebody for the rest of your motherfucking life.
For the rest of your life. She works for Cardi now.
Yeah.
Her channel needs to be rebranded. Yes.
Yeah. You are now part of the Barty gang. You are now a Barty gang member. Like, you have no choice either. You're stuck. If you are a Barb, you are no longer a Barb no more, motherfucker. You are a Barty gang because you are an employee.
Gang. And they be the ones that know the most about Cardi. The people that hate her the most know the most about it. And they pull clips. Like, they actually were using a Barb made montage video about Cardi. Tasha K's defense actually tried to use that in court. And it's like, these people are delusional. They don't realize that you hating Cardi doesn't mean anything.
Hold up. You said they used what in court?
It was like a montage, stands, like they'll make montage videos of people talking, things going on. Well, Barb's make them about Cardi all the time, just of like the negative things that she said or whatever's happened with her. So they made one of those, and Tasha's defense team used that in court as if it was wild. Saying so. And it's like, they understand that I'm not a lawyer, but I understand that you need to focus on the case. Cardi talking shit, talking crazy, doing whatever, cursing, whatever she's doing, still doesn't negate the fact that the woman didn't have a disease you said she had. Mm-hmm. That is why we are mainly here, and that was very easy to prove.
We got some questions in the chat. Let's see. First, well, not this one ain't a question. Damon Harris, what up, Damon? He said, Tasha not broke. Yeah, this a hit, but she not broke. Trust me. Yeah, we know she's not. We know she's not broke, but this is going to end her broke. That's the point.
$3.8 million.
She can't pay that outright. She's going to have to pay Cardi for the rest of her life. All her income that comes in, a piece of that now, that percentage is not only going to be taxed by the government, because niggas who make a lot of money get super taxed, but she's also going to be getting garnished out, because they're gonna make it a way where she gets her fucking wages garnished every time she makes some. They gonna let her make some money, but they ain't gonna let her make the money she was used to.
Understand, Black. Listen, nobody's saying Tasha's broke. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, hell, I'm not broke, but I got student loans. I don't want to pay that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it takes a long time to pay stuff like that. And it wasn't just Tasha that was found liable. It was also Kibi Studios, okay, which, because she was trying to, when the case really started gaining steam and like it's really going to court, she was like, oh, well, Kibi Studios is liable for everything. You know, nothing's under my name, whatever. So Cardi added Kibi Studios to the lawsuit. So they are also liable for $500,000. The rest is she's personally liable for.
Right.
And she also hasn't paid taxes for 3 years. And the IRS was in this court case
Oh,
taking
Tasha
notes on
did
her
that?
ass. Yes.
Tasha ain't. Oh shit.
So please miss me with trying to make it like, oh, it ain't that bad. It is bad, and it's
Damn.
gonna get worse.
Well, Glittery Bubbles asked, "Do you think Tasha and her husband might get divorced behind this?"
Possible, because they was doing this. Can you see me on the camera? They were
Yeah.
doing this to each other. You know that Spider-Man picture?
Yeah.
They both point at each other. That's what they was doing in court.
You motherfucker, you.
Yeah,
Nigga,
so it's possible.
That's and,
I hope
and
it don't happen. But,
did she get married after she became popular, or was she already married?
No, I think she was already married because Kebby, that's his last name.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Tasha K, she's been with him for a while.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. I am not a Cardi fan at all in any capacity. I am not a Tasha K fan either, but sometimes she says a lot of real shit that I agree with. Yeah, Cardi is one of those people where I think you're talking about Cardi Brielle, but Cardi is one of those, because I've never paid attention to Tasha. But Cardi, I think what made me like Cardi B was the fact that she was, I think she's funny. I think Cardi B is a funny individual. I think she just is one of those wild New York chicks who embraces her flaws. The first thing she did was talk about how she got a bag and fixed her teeth. I ain't listening to no motherfucking Cardi B songs on the regular, but nigga, that's some real shit. I like when people put real shit in their shit. If you talk, this one thing Charlamagne said, if you live in your truth, nobody can use it against you. So the fact that she put that in a song that, matter of fact, was her blow up song that fucking went everywhere, that fucking put her on the map, nigga, there's nobody out there that can say, Cardi fixed her teeth. She used to look like a motherfucking donkey. She ain't gonna give a fuck. Cardi ain't gonna give a no motherfucking fuck about that, because she made millions off that. Yep. And you can't. You're not going to make millions talking about how Cardi fixed her teeth. You're gonna sit on the internet for years trying to get the compensation she got for talking about it. She's one of those people where I'm like, all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? She's not. I mean, do your thing. Some people get offset, pun intended, by her, the way she comes off, or her antics, or the thought shit, or whatever. That's cool. You can have your preference. You can talk about how you don't like that shit. That's cool. But I think she's a funny individual.
I do too. Honestly, I found her through Instagram before she was on Love and Hip Hop, because I think Drake had reposted something of hers, or he liked one of her videos, and I just started watching her from there. And then I watched her on Love and Hip Hop, and then I listened to her first mixtape, and then I was a fan from there. But like, what people need to understand is, like, we don't all have to like the same things. We don't have to all like the way someone carries themselves, or, their music, or think that they're, the best rapper in the world. You don't have to like her, but why do you need other people to hate her just because you dislike her for whatever reason? Like, just move on with your life.
I'll tell you like this. Old Head Deuce said Cardi next album, she won't even mention it. Now, if she does, because I believe Cardi is still New York to the motherfucking core, and I feel like she gonna throw a bar in there about winning that, but she gonna at least say something about 3.8. I know she gonna say 3.8 at some moment. If she does, I'll definitely give Cardi a stream.
Yeah, well, her first album was called Invasion of Privacy. Somebody was saying she need to call this one Defamation of Character. I don't know what she gonna do, but she definitely gonna have some bars on there.
That's genius, though. I think that is a fucking genius idea. Now, let me play this real quick, because I forgot to play this clip, but I'm gonna play this quick clip of Cardi explaining, or matter of fact, manifesting the future. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, Binky, but I'm about to play it for them real quick. Listen to what Cardi had to say about Tasha K back when the rumors first circulated.
And I'm going to sue that blogger because I'm sick of it. Gathering all my fucking information, bitch. You want to keep harassing me? You want to keep harassing my friends? You want to keep making shit up? Alright then, bitch. I'm going to take all your fucking bread. You think I'm fucking playing? And bitch, I'm going to take all your fucking bread. Take all your fucking bread. Take all your fucking bread.
And that's exactly
all your fucking bread. I can hear it a little bit in the background. I remember that live. My ass was in there, and I remember it. She meant
that's
that
great. What up, AP? Look, that's what I mean. That's somebody and then that's how also when you see certain instances like that, that's how you can gauge certain people and how they are confident in their truth about certain things that are being spread about them. Now, I'm not gonna name nobody in particular, but we know about a certain individual who recently has some egregious allegations set against them. And the way that they are going about it makes them look more guilty than the person that is out here saying the heinous shit about them. Now, somebody who is confident in the fact that what's happening is false, they might say some shit like this, especially if they have a platform.
Wanna keep making shit up? Alright then, bitch. I'm gonna take all your fucking bread.
That is how I feel people should handle situations with people they know are lying on their fucking name.
Yeah. I feel like that when someone is lying on your name, and you see Cardi, you know, she get on camera, no makeup, she don't care.
Yeah.
Listen, she does not care. It don't change her life. We all look different, you know what I'm saying, outside of social media. But yeah, when you playing with me, and I've asked you several times, stop lying on me, and I've also asked you to take the stuff down.
Yep.
When you don't do it, okay, now I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna take all your fucking bread, just like she said, and that's what she meant. So thank you for your YouTube channel. Maybe it'll be like Culture's fashion choices of the day or something. Like, we'll figure out what we'll do with this channel.
If I was her, because she said something like fuck what you said about me. You said something about my child. I'm finna put that in my child's safe or not safe in her account. I'm gonna put that right in her savings account.
Cha-ching,
that's gonna be I'm gonna give it all to my daughter. Me and my significant other got enough bread between us both where we don't need your little punk ass 3.8. I'm gonna give it right to my child. And then you're gonna have to see my child grow up spending your shit. Yeah. Big flex.
And understand this, Black. I think that Cardi knows there's a good chance she might not see that money. I don't.
Oh yeah.
I feel like she did this more so to hinder this woman.
Yeah.
And stop her and to send a message. So, bitch, even if I gotta get $15 a month, I don't give a damn.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you lose your house, that'll work for me as well. You know, like I'm not gonna get this whole 3.8, but you under my thumb until I say.
That's why I said she an employee now. She is pure Barty gang, and there's nothing she can do about it. AP said, if a woman say you're D little and you know it's not, you have a case. Ooh wee.
He has a point. Oh my god, I hate him. Like, why that shit got me blushing? What the fuck? Anyway.
Now, this is gonna be a situation where, well, actually, you know what? I did this today too for a reason as well, talking about this Tasha K situation, because tonight she is going to be going live to talk about this.
Good. Cardi needs that money. I hope she get a lot of super chats in that live.
So that's what I'm saying. Every super chat, every donation she get, people know that's gonna go straight to what she need to pay. I hope she said it. If she was smart and if she was a real opportunist, she'd go on that fucking live today and be like, so to everybody who donates today, I'm going to be putting that in my Cardi account and make a joke out of that shit or some shit. Cause right now you look bad. You look bad. And of course there's people out there rooting for her.
Good
and there's like, oh, you know, Tasha K, she's a blah blah blah, and they only doing this because she a black woman and Cardi is this. I'm like, yo, stop it.
Please,
a motherfucker lied, bro. Somebody lied on somebody's name.
Yeah,
and they got found out.
She's a black woman. Let's not forget because I'm tired of that black woman shit. Okay, I'm a black woman. That Tasha K is a black woman that has harassed several black women. And has treated them badly. Like the way she treated Lovely T after all of that, I feel like Lovely T has some mental breakdowns behind all this shit that she did.
Right.
And Tasha has docked several black female content creators simply for them saying, hey, Tasha's lying. Here's how she's lying. Let me show you. So for that, people were calling people jobs. You know what I'm saying? Putting their real full names out there. And Tasha was egging it all on, and she was having contests about it. So miss me with that, please.
Black hippie Ricky says she needs merch. Clear that debt right up. Look, she gonna have to make shirts that say, I owe Cardi 3.8. And on the back says, help me pay her back. and that'll be a hit.
It'll be a hit. Get Cardi her money.
Being forward about this situation is the best way she could ever try to bounce back. if she tries to go on there and try to spin a narrative and try to talk about how the court was biased and how this and that, and they didn't want to hear this, or they didn't want to, and try to even bring up the fucking montage video and shit. I feel like people like that really, really are the ones who try to take away their accountability in a situation. Like, I'm talking about try their hardest to the point where you can get found out as being a whole motherfucking liar and still be like, well, you know what? Like, nah, stop that shit, nigga. Take accountability, own your motherfucking actions, and move forward.
Just move forward. Apologize or just say, hey, I went about this wrong. You know, people keep trying to compare Tasha to Wendy Williams. She ain't no damn Wendy Williams. You know why? God. Because Wendy Williams, people didn't like Wendy because she had a big mouth and she talked, but she had sources and her shit was verified. And
she Tasha ain't did enough smack, so she can't be Wendy Williams.
Allegedly.
See, I think with her situation, it can only go two ways. You can try to take away accountability for yourself, or you can own it. If you don't, I guess, take what comes with it. But I will say this, Tasha K, what's worse than everybody thinking you're a liar is you knowing you're a liar. You, yourself, you having to live every day knowing that you have to walk around knowing that you lie. And on top of that, you have to continue on with this lie because you're trying to push the narrative that you're a good person now. Yeah. So now every day you adding on to a lie. You just holding on to this lie to try to protect your image. Meanwhile, you have to get up every day and think of some new shit or think of how to remember your motherfucking lies. See, people that are telling the truth don't have to remember shit. It just comes to them.
Yeah, because it's the truth. So it's like you don't have to remember your story and try to keep your facts straight. When it's the truth, you just tell them what happened or what it was. That's true. I think that integrity is a big thing and it's very important. And I think I saw someone say, well, Cardi shouldn't have sued her, or it was a bad business move or something like that. No, this was a genius business move. It was. Okay, because there's a lot of hate channels, okay, that have been dedicated to hating certain celebrities, lying on them, harassing them, bullying them, all these things. And most celebrities buy into that narrative of, this is what you signed up for, baby. Like, you signed up to be a celebrity, you gotta take it. Yeah. And to an extent, certain things, people talking about you, having an opinion about you, that does come with it. But you don't get to lie on me. You don't get to do that. And Cardi, spent the money so that could happen. And she even tweeted today that she want to talk to Meghan Markle because apparently there are a lot of YouTube channels that have been dedicated to slandering her name. And so this is gonna get bigger. Like, this isn't the end of this, and a lot of Cardi hate channels, they had started deleting videos last week when they saw how this trial was going.
Them niggas saw 3.8. They said, I have to erase everything. Yes, gotta clear the path. They
didn't want to be in Tasha's shoes. So
now there's another thing I want to bring up, and I know it's gonna send the chat on a frenzy, because somebody came out to talk about what was very obvious to a lot of us, regardless of how you feel about the individual who took place in the actions. You also have to see the reality of the situation, the fact that there are a lot of opportunists out here. People will, like, I'm telling you, there are a lot of people who will stop at nothing to get what they want because of them being an opportunist. That is a trait in somebody. It's a human trait in people that they are accustomed to and they're used to, and they will do anything. They will lie, they will cheat, they will steal, they will go to extreme lengths. I'm talking about extreme, even put their own seed in danger because of how much of an opportunist and clout chaser they are. And what I'm talking about is Kelly Price did an interview recently on Vlad. And she brought up her experience with R. Kelly, because she was somebody who was around R. Kelly, toured with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? One thing she brought up, and the one thing that I need to make a point of, is the fact that people will take reality of a situation and spin it to continue to try to push a narrative of, certain people are horrible or this or that, whatever. But she brought up the fact that she would see mothers bringing their underage daughters backstage to come meet R. Kelly. Now, to be clear, because I am a nigga with common sense, this doesn't negate the fact that R. Kelly was into young girls, underage girls, because regardless if people want to do something, like I hear a lot of people, them little girls wanted to do it, or them parents brought them over there, they knew what they was doing, R. Kelly was still into it. So that nigga's still a trash bag ass weirdo. But we're not going to take away the fact that that there were parents in place that will put their children in danger for an opportunity. It's not like people didn't know about this shit. It's not like people didn't know R. Kelly was a weirdo, but people still took the chance because they wanted that type of notoriety. They wanted to chase that money. They wanted to chase the fame, an opportunity for an opportunist to become famous, rich, and have what they see other people have. And when she said that, the mother of one of the girlfriends of R. Kelly came out and threatened Kelly Price for what she said. Yes.
Why? I mean, damn, was that a hit dog hollering or what?
Oh my God, I'm glad you motherfucking said that. Nigga, it's in my notes right goddamn now. I said a hit dog will holler. If this is what you weren't about, you shouldn't have said shit. Why the fuck would you You have to have common sense enough to know that that is a reality of the situation, regardless of if there is the mixture of the parents who didn't know, because there are naive, dumbass fucking parents out there who think that they can trust their child with a famous person or a celebrity and put them in the hands of them because they want to see their children become rich and famous and inevitably eat some of that motherfucking shit up. But we know that opportunists exist, and there were parents who put their kids in danger because they were trying to get an opportunity. A hit dog will motherfucking holler. And what she did was went out of her way. I'm about to play this clip real quick. This is the clip of Kelly Price responding to what the lady said. I'm gonna read what the lady said first of all. Hold on. And then I'm gonna read you off what somebody else said, because the person that tweeted this said some stupid shit as well. But the mother of R. Kelly's girlfriend said this. She said, Kelly Price, for whatever reason, other moms were backstage or in business meetings at the studio. It doesn't give him the right to recruit for his cult. Let's say your mom was backstage with you doing legitimate business moves in the industry. Does that automatically mean you back there not for your talents and just as a groupie? No, it does not. What he did to my family and I is inhumane, and all who knew about it should be brought to justice with him, like Kevin Lyles and so, etc., who turned a blind eye. I encourage you to tread lightly. The Kelly Price interview with Vlad, Kelly didn't mention nobody's fucking name. Kelly said she saw people, parents, grown women, their mothers, matter of fact, she said she seen motherfuckers with matching outfits, underage girls with their mom with matching outfits on, like skimpy outfits, walking in backstage to try to meet R. Kelly and try to get an opportunity. Daughter probably couldn't sing a motherfucking lick, probably couldn't keep a tune. But because they knew that R. Kelly was into young girls, they was like, we can probably have an opportunity if I bring you over here and meet this guy and have the opportunity to go backstage. Did she mention you? No, she did not mention you. But once again, like Binki said, a hit dog will motherfucking holler. So I want to ask you, Binki, what do you think about this situation? Because I'm gonna play Kelly's video after this, after you get done telling me. But I want to know what you think about this so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know what annoys me is when people act like talking about things that happen is wrong. Mm-hmm. So her saying that there were parents that brought their children to R. Kelly, if that's what happened, that's what happened. And she's not wrong for saying that's what happened. You
just
know
like
what
y'all
I mean?
Talking about what y'all seen, she's talking about what she seen.
Yeah, exactly. She didn't say all the parents were doing that, but she said she's seen that. And let's be real. There are some parents that want their kids to make it no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody don't have morals. You know, a lot of people do, but everybody don't have the same morals. And there's definitely some immoral parents out there that would, you know, put their kids on the little chopping block or whatever. Like, I don't know.
What's ironic about the mother coming out to try to discredit Kelly Price's story is the fact that these same people would look at a motherfucker who was supporting R. Kelly talking about, you are trying to discredit my story and what we went through as victims and trying to say we lying or we opportunists because we went through this shit. The same people that's doing that are now doing that to Kelly Price because she brought up some facts about what she saw, telling her truth. But y'all trying to discredit her right now when she's seen the shit, but it don't match up with their agenda.
Mm-hmm.
It don't match up with it. It don't look right.
You know what? Because people don't like to hear, parents, especially probably in that situation, don't like to hear that, you know what? There's some things that I could have did differently.
Mm-hmm.
I need to take some accountability for my child being in that position. People do not like to be brought to task. And I think that's where that little guilt came out with whatever her name's mom, you know?
Right. Damon said, not your scene, so you never liked Kelly's music. I think everybody to some extent has liked R. Kelly's music at one point. But
I loved it.
That's how you separate certain people for what they believe in and what other people believe in. There's people that can separate R. Kelly from the art and be like, hey, I don't fuck with him, that nigga nasty, but his music cold. And there's people that will be like, he's a fucking weirdo, I'm not gonna listen to that shit.
I tried to do that. And
yeah, exactly. You tried.
I can't do it. Yeah, I did try to do it. I can't.
And then there's also, let's not forget this. There are people who will support R. Kelly and support his music because they are that type of person. So let's not forget about that. Mm-hmm. R. Kelly ain't the only person that's a weirdo. A lot of people are fucking weirdos, bro.
Yeah.
Now, let me play Kelly Price's response because she responded to this comment. Let's hear what she had to say.
Hey, I'm going to make this really, really quick. And I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to come and threaten me, I'm going to put you out there. Be really careful about telling me that I need to tread lightly if you're not prepared to back up what you say.
Kelly
okay?
Don't play either.
I said what I said, and I can stand behind everything that I said. I was raped as a kid. I was also molested. I would never stand behind someone who is doing the same thing. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I said what I had to say about R. Kelly. He's in jail right now. I also said that I believe that that's where he belongs because where there's smoke, there's fire. But please, Miss Savage, you threatened me and you told me I should tread lightly. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. I have nothing to do with what your family went through. I wasn't around when y'all were around. I will never stand in the corner of a rapist. I will never stand in the corner of somebody who is violent towards women or children. But it sounds like a hit dog is hollering right now. I never said anything about your family. The statement that I made was about the industry as a culture, and I stand on it.
Stand on it.
Young girls and women, period, have not been safe in this business because they've been preyed upon. And people have known that girls that want a career, a lot of times, will do whatever is necessary to have one. Unfortunately, sometimes their parents want them to have one so bad that they will facilitate that process. Now, if that wasn't your mama, why are you worried about it? I never said I saw your mama backstage with you. Matter of fact, I actually didn't even say that I saw anybody. My exact phrase was, I never saw R. Kelly with underage girls. He never brought them around me. He never did anything like that around me. I said what I said. Be very careful. Don't start something that you can't finish, because I don't play that. You told me to tread lightly. I'm glad you said it, and I'm glad you said it openly. But if you're not that girl, don't make those kind of threats, because you might have to show up on it. And I don't think you're ready for that either.
Ooh-wee. Now, like I said, Kelly don't play. at all.
She don't even play with her own family.
She said, "You want to talk about treading lightly? You better stand on it or shut the fuck up." Basically, is what she was saying. And guess what? Else she said? She said a hit dog will holler in that video.
We all know that saying.
I'm just saying it all. People don't see it because, I mean, the person that's doing it don't see it themselves because they have already been highly accepted in the realm of people who believe what they're saying. So anything that they feel is against that, they gonna take it as an attack, not thinking about the fact that this has nothing to do with you because what you're saying, it doesn't match up with the type of person that Kelly is describing. So like, if a motherfucker is sending subliminals, I mean, you could say what you want, but if you're not saying my name directly, I'm not finna take it as nothing because I'm not gonna fall for the trap.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fall for the trap. She made
why?
it very clear. Exactly.
Why? Like, I don't know whether I'm guilty or innocent. If you didn't say my name, I'm not responding to no sub for something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. People aren't thinking about me. I'm not gonna make them think about me.
Yeah, that's true.
It don't make no sense.
Unless
you feel guilty.
Art Stark said, went to an R. Kelly concert years ago here in Indianapolis. It was very sexual. My date said she was not expecting that.
What was she expecting? Has she heard R. Kelly's music?
This nigga, I mean, he walked out on stage with a iced out tongue belt. I mean,
what?
Yeah, like you've never seen that? This nigga had an iced out tongue belt. You gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna send it to you. This nigga had a belt buckle of a big ass tongue sticking out of a mouth. You know what you're getting when you get to an R. Kelly concert, bro.
Yeah, he's a sex addict, probably, among other things, allegedly.
Do you have your passport? A nigga that calls out to ask if a motherfucker got their passport to come back to America is a nigga that loves sex of any kind.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was wild.
Do you want to go home with Rob in America? This nigga was singing the shit out that. Man, hey, R. Kelly is a hell of a singer, hell of a writer, but he's a hell of a weirdo as well.
Yes.
So, I mean, what can we do about that?
You know, speaking of R. Kelly, our girl we was talking about earlier, Tasha K, is there some hot water behind some of her reporting on his case?
Really?
So, yeah, because she's so obsessed with having exclusives and things of that nature. And one of her winos was going in and like pulling what do you call it? Like sealed documents or something like that. Mm-hmm. She worked at the courthouse, whoever this person was, and was pulling information and giving it to Tasha. And so now they're investigating because they're like, that stuff that she shouldn't have known some of the things she was reporting on. So she got a lot going on.
Hey, I feel like being a petty motherfucker tonight. I've never done this ever in my life because I think it's the most disrespectful thing that a person could ever do. Mm-hmm. But on this space, as far as like trying to like build up their platform, but I think it'll be hilarious in my opinion, just because based off of the type of person she is. Do a fucking Tasha K watch party and just watch her fucking live and just talk about it and literally review it in real time as she talks about, because I want to, if she tries to spin this shit, I want to be able to call out those contradictions right away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'm also not that type of person. It'd probably be a waste of time, and I've never watched Tasha K a day in my life, so I don't know what to expect.
I tried to watch her. I tried. Back in the day, I watched her a little bit, and I was like, nope, can't do it.
What'd you get out of that?
I didn't get shit from it. That's why I had to say, deuces, child. I can't deal with this dumb shit. I can't do it.
I want to bring up this comment because the person that tweeted this video, Kelly Price, responding to the mother of one of R. Kelly's girlfriends, the original tweet said, LOL, you ain't say nothing with the picture. Kelly Price, I've seen moms bring their daughters to R. Kelly because, of course, DJ Vlad has to have the sensational title to bring people in. The way that is said, oh, you didn't say anything. The people like to put blame on a lot of there's people that definitely should be taken should be on trial right now who was around who was around R. Kelly during that time and seen what the fuck was going on and knew what was going on but didn't say anything. Kelly
agree.
Price has said multiple times that she's never been around it. She's never seen him do no shit like that. She's never had him do shit like that around him, never did no shit with underage girls. So she can't see, or she can't talk about something she didn't see. She can only talk about what she saw. And what she saw was detrimental to some mothers out there who brought their daughters backstage to R. Kelly concerts knowing that, or having an idea that he was a weirdo. Because people forget that that whole sex tape shit happened. What was that? That's I'm talking about that shit was so long ago to the point where there was no way nobody knew about it. Goddamn, Dave Chappelle did a whole skit that went viral before shit went viral.
Yeah, that was about 20 years ago.
Yeah, so I mean, these people have an idea, and willingly bringing your, regardless, and that's another thing. People bringing up, oh, but if the mother wanted to do legit business, hey, you should do legit business with somebody who doesn't have the reputation of not trying to actually do business but fuck little kids. Apparently,
yeah. I mean, and let's keep it a stack. Like, we know that it was rumored that he had married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaliyah wasn't 16 or 17, which is still bad enough. She was 15. And that was out there for way longer. You know what I mean? So let's cut the shit. You know, parents didn't need to see that tape to know that there's been some talking and rumbling about how he gets down. If you still brought your daughter there to him because you felt like stardom was that important, then you just gonna have to live with your decision. But you know, stop making excuses because it ain't working with me.
Now, just to bring this to a close, I got one more thing we need to talk about as well.
Okay.
One last subject. Now, I'm hitting you with these subjects. I only told you about one of them. I hit you with a couple you don't know about. This is another one right here that came up on my radar. Now, when we see things, because this ties into the R. Kelly shit, because people who defended R. Kelly was also talking about the fact, well, why ain't nobody saying nothing about Hugh Hefner? So bringing up Hugh Hefner shit, now there is allegations against Hugh Hefner, and there's a documentary coming out that has to do with sexual assault and bestiality.
What?
Yes, they said this man was out here yoking Yorkies. Hugh Hefner was out here yoking Yorkies with the fucking Playboy models and telling them, "Hey,
can you stop? Are you
tell anybody about it?"
Part?
Yes, this is
alleging that.
Yo, if y'all go to the Breakfast Club YouTube right after this show and go look at their story that had to do with Hugh Hefner. I'm like, people have been waiting for stories to come out on Hugh Hefner because of the Playboy Mansion, but also people have also, you know, kept up with the fact that the Playboy Mansion is the Playboy Mansion. Nigga, like some wild shit might go down at a house full of naked bitches. Like it's gonna go down. But it's how it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Like there was the thing that came out with Kendra Wilkinson. If you guys know who Kendra Wilkinson is, she was one of the girls that was on the TV show
Girls Next Door.
Yeah, exactly. And she came out way after that to say that she was basically getting paid to sleep with Hugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like,
well, you know, one of the girls, Holly, she wrote a book, and I read that shit in one day. It was so good. And she definitely detailed some things in there. You know, she definitely did detail some things. And I've heard, you know, how you said people were like trying to defend R. Kelly by saying, what about Hugh Hefner or whatever. I had actually heard that Ma on the when he was on the Joe Budden podcast said that dumb shit. And I was just like, those are grown women. Like that's not the same thing. You know, these are 18 and up people. So. That too. Now, what I want to say about this instance is it's going to be very hard. For one, the nigga's dead, and it's also going to be very hard because for years, I'm talking about for decades, people were trying their hardest to become a Playboy playmate. This is for a guy who will say he has multiple wives, multiple girlfriends. He dates all the bunnies that come to his crib. A nigga that has based his entire life and career and has made
millions and millions of dollars of taking nude photos of women, that's a horny toad. He is a horny motherfucker. There's no escaping that. So you should have in the back of your mind, if you want to be a Playboy bunny and while Hugh was alive, that something might go down.
Yeah, and that you don't have to be there. You don't have to be there.
That's when when people say stuff like that, that's when the story gets added to. Well, see, I was drugged and I was drunk and I was out of my mind, and that's when I saw Hugh yoking the Yorkie. And I couldn't do anything about it because I was inebriated. And I'm like, and I'm like, yo, this is what I mean. Like that's where the consciousness should come in when you are around somebody, and you have to think of all aspects of everything. Like I'm one of those people that have to think about all aspects of everything, how it could go good, how it can go bad, how it can go good to bad or bad to good. I think about all that shit. I think about not knowing a motherfucker and not putting shit past them when I meet them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm careful with how I deal with people. If you are going to a house full of women that you know a dude there is known for only taking nude photos and having a bunch of girlfriends and being a horny toad, maybe you shouldn't get so fucked up around these people because something might happen. Those are things that you should think about in the back of your mind, regardless of if it ends up happening or not.
Yeah, because saying this, Black people don't understand that by saying stuff like this, it doesn't mean you deserve something to happen to you. It does not mean that's not what you're saying. It just means that you need to assess situations and make a common sense choice. You know, that is what you're saying, because I agree with stuff like that. There's certain things that, you know, you can do that can possibly protect you from crazy situations if you just pay attention to the environment and what is going on. Now, if something does happen to you that shouldn't happen to you regardless, of course, you know, you need to take your course of action on that. But a lot of times people get themselves in situations that
he said, AP said, wait till Kel start telling everybody, oh yeah, he gonna write a book. He ain't got nothing but time, nothing but time.
You saw him on that Gayle interview. He's theatrical too.
Oh yeah,
so he going.
Somebody said the Yorkie testifying. That Yorkie gonna get on the stand and say,
"Oh my god!"
They say he did it. Yep, guilty. We knew it. You could tell by the sound of his bark.
Another Yorkie. That's crazy. No, I don't know.
But overall, man, in closing, my thing is, man, if you're gonna be a clout chaser, think of what the possibilities could be in the record or the consequences of your actions being a clout chaser, regardless of what lane you take it, whether you a Tide Pod eating motherfucker or you a motherfucker that start rumors, or you a motherfucker out here just trying to get likes, retweets, and shares off of whatever it is you're doing. Always think about what can come from it.
And I would also say, in addition to that, think of what's your end goal. Why do you want the clout? You know, what are you trying to build? What are you going to do with the clout once you get the shit? You know, are you going to have a product line? Are you going to have a broadcast channel where you talk about certain things or you display certain things? You're going to have merch. Like, what are you going to do other than just be a dumbass online all the time?
Facts.
I mean, is that what you're going to do or what?
Yeah, that's why I think that's why we have a nice little YouTube fam going on, because we have different aspects of how we do what we do. But I think for the most part, we still hold some type of integrity about ourselves. Even from New York, we still hold some type of integrity when it comes to what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? And we actually take the things that we do in our lives seriously. You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily play when it comes to our real lives. So I think that's why we all have a nice little tight-knit little YouTube family we building, man. And I think as long as we continue to have those morals and we continue to lead with respect and with integrity and with cautiousness and being able to do the things and be a authentic thinker. You know what I'm saying? We all have gathered ideas from all over the place, so we're not going to say that we're free thinkers, but in my opinion, a free thinker is somebody who can really have their own opinion about something without having to think about what they just saw or who they just heard it from a podcast or some shit. really look at shit from your perspective and speak your mind on it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that ability, but
A lot don't.
I encourage you. I encourage you.
I agree.
He said, I want to
And
wear
you
leather
know,
pants.
I think who said that? No,
AP.
let me guess. Yeah, I was gonna say, let me guess. AP. He's so funny. Whatever. Oh, hey, I Lacey. I see. I Lacey say hey, and that I'm smart. Hey, that's what's up.
So, Binki, is there anything you would like to promote to the people in the chat, as well as putting your channel in the chat if you can, so that people can go and subscribe to you?
Oh yeah, I just want to say, first of all, let me say thank you to you while I'm on here live with you.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate you so much, Black. You have no idea. This dude, he promotes my shit. I asked him to promote I think when Meech was gonna come on, when I was still doing Expendables. But other than that, I don't ask him to promote anything that I'm doing. And he comes on, he likes my videos, he'll leave a comment, and he'll share them sometimes. And it makes a big difference. So I really appreciate that. And I thank you for that, because I know that's made a difference as far as like the traffic that I get and subs and things like that. So definitely y'all check me out. I just talk about whatever's going on, viral news, celebrity stuff, whatever. I just kind of give my little commentary on it. I try not to make my videos more than like 15 minutes. I don't like to be on there forever. So
yeah, I'm gonna make sure I edit this. I'm gonna make sure I gotta go back and edit this video and put your channel in the description, but I'm gonna make sure I do that. So if you watch this later on, or you watching this right now, I'm gonna put the channel link below, and y'all can click that as well.
And I saw JR doing
chat.
it.
Yeah, for the people in the chat, go ahead and click that YouTube link right there. Subscribe to Binki's channel, and make sure you keep up with what she's doing. Hit the bell, all that shit. Support. Hit the Cash App. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. What the fuck is your Cash App? I put that in the fucking yeah.
Oh yeah, I forget about Cash App. My Cash App is actually the same as my username, so it's just Binki Bianca.
Okay, let me put that in the
Binki Bianca
chat.
on IG and on Cash App, pretty much everywhere you can find me.
There we go.
I like consistency. I want people to find me.
I'm gonna pin that comment up. Well, Binki, I appreciate you like always for pulling up. You are definitely going to be back on this channel to review some things and talk about some things, have some discussions, because I am secretly putting a little panel together for certain days that motherfuckers want to come on the show. Yes. Now, with that said, I appreciate you. Thank you, Binki. We gonna see you later. Everybody shout out Binki in the chat right motherfucking now. Peace out, Binki.
Bye.
Shout out Binki in the chat, and also go ahead and do your due diligence and follow her, subscribe, do what you do. Make sure you check out her motherfucking content on her page. GMS fam, the Green Room. It has been another dope ass episode of the GMS show. I thank everybody for pulling up on me today and making this shit dope. Everybody who participated in the chat, that was a very good discussion. If you didn't participate in the chat, now is your time. Put a GMS in there. I'm about to shout everybody out right now. Let me take a hit of the bull ski. Oh yeah. You're gonna see a lot more of the GMS show in the near future. In the near future. I'm talking about Friday. But put the Twitch link. Somebody please. Somebody hurry up, please. Please put the Twitch link, because tomorrow, yes, Thursday nights, every Thursday at 7 p.m., it's Club GMS on Twitch. So tomorrow, I'm going to need everybody who is in here to pull up to Twitch tomorrow night at 7 p.m. to catch the vibes, because I DJ live for the GMS fam, and we get it in. Shout out to Brim Dog. Shout out to I Lacey. Shout out to Joe Blast, Brandy, Trey 979, Bree L, Glittery Bubbles, Aboriginal T, C Mo, Pedro Lee, Eternal Umbra Areas, Baby G, the one, Binki Bianca, JR Miller, King Lukey, RJ the second. Y'all see that shit? Everybody that participated or pulled up for the first ever Club GMS, let these people in the comments know how it go. I ain't gotta say much. The people will speak for themselves. Niggas don't even know I can DJ. You gonna have to just pull up and see for yourself. So make sure you hit that link. My guy JR Miller posted it there. GMS Twitch. Hit that link. Go follow me. If you don't have a Twitch page, it's very easy to create one, just like you created a fucking YouTube page. You can create a Twitch and you can pull up tomorrow night and catch these motherfucking vibes. What up, Brandy? Jay Monte in the building. Art Starks. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, 3G's podcast for sure. Please, I already know a lot of y'all do, but go ahead and subscribe to that as well for the new people that are watching this. We got a conglomerate of dope YouTube personalities on the rise. The new generation of conversation. That's what it is. The new generation of conversation. That's what I'm gonna call it. Don't nobody take that phrase. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that for when I build my company to have other podcasts under the GMS umbrella. Everybody dope. 3G's podcast. In from New York, Binki Bianca, Zen Master. Who am I forgetting, man? Put yourself in this motherfucking category, man. If you take yourself seriously and you really about this shit, then you could be a part of the conglomerate, the next generation of conversation. You feel me? Marvin Thomas, Theodora NYC. Oh yeah, okay, I guess I gotta say it. Brandy brought it up. For those that don't know, I know a lot of y'all do know, but for those that don't know, there will be no more 5150 reviews on this channel. The GMS show is going to be the GMS show. I might do a video on it, but I've already talked about it on my Instagram. Matter of fact, if you want to hear why I'm not doing 5150 reviews anymore, pull up to my IG channel right after this. I'm gonna go live. I'll talk about it. Pull up to my Instagram. I'll tell you guys why I'm not doing 5150 reviews anymore. Also, hit the like on the way out, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I would most appreciate it. Wonder Man, it is GMS dab time. Well, it's GMS bull time right now. What up, C-Mo? Lacey. Oh yeah. So if you do have an Instagram, man, go to my Instagram page, Black GMS. You see it right there, the IG logo next to Black GMS. Go follow that right now. I'm about to go live, and I'm going to talk to y'all about why I'm no longer doing 5150 reviews. If you want to know why, if you actually want to know why, pull up to my Instagram. I'm going to do it right now. GMS fam, the green room, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for pulling up. I hope y'all continue to pull up. I know a lot of people pulled up for the 5150 reviews, but GMS is their own name, own brand. And we gonna make that known. We gonna shake some shit up. So I appreciate y'all, man. One love. We out.